Hello everyone, this is Lorena and I'm back with another Duelist video. In this video, well, I still had to finish off Duelist Kingdom. Though, when I'm finally finished, I can gradually put up all the videos that I've made for this event. And now, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know if the Obel strategy is really going to work. But I want to use it. Let me use it. Okay, I see. Well, if I draw the right opening hand, I might be able to pull it off. But I don't really have anything that would likely help with that strategy. Okay. Well, we are going to see how things go. Yeah, we're going to have to see how things go from this point. And now, I do not know how things will actually go. I mean, my opponent is usually using a deck that's a bit less weird. And now, would I consider this a weird deck? Well, it's kind of a mix between elemental heroes and trying to summon Bell. I'm not sure it's the kind of deck that would be consistent with that. So, to some extent, it is a bit weird. It's like I can't pick a strategy and stick with it. That's the kind of thing that's going on here. Okay. My opponent is taking forever. I see. Well, he has made his move. Polymerization. There is a pretty good chance that he could fusion summon a card and get rid of my back row or my monster entirely. And none of these duelists, no player goes for a very weak fusion monster. Let's just be honest here. Okay. Great. Great. Okay. Well, I use this. I'm not sure how helpful using it at that moment actually is. Because he still technically has the advantage. Though that changes if I am willing to attack him right now. So how about I do that? Okay, yeah, the first card that I am going to attack, you know, he could still pull off a victory. Like, there's nothing saying he can't. Sure, he has 100 life points, but that doesn't really seem to be... That in no way says the duel is over for this person. As long as my opponent still has life points, the duel is not over. As long as I still have life points, the duel is not over. So I do need to keep this in mind and not get carried away. And now, obviously, it does seem as though... Wow. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to have to be very careful. How careful? Well, I don't know. I too love that synchro. I love that tuna. To be honest, I actually have two of her and I didn't know. Okay. Well, that was awesome. I won. With normal Jaden strategies, but, you know, I'm not normal, so, I am definitely going to be using some weird strategies over here. Because you really think that I'm going to, do anything normal? Well, sometimes I do things that are normal. But I don't always do things that are normal. Because normal is boring. I like to embrace my weird. I like to embrace the weirdness inherent inside me. It is more entertaining than just trying to be like everyone else. And by the way, if I tried to do that, I would fail. Yeah, I really cannot fake it. I cannot fake being someone that I'm not. Well, I guess I could if I was on the internet. I am now, but I prefer not to fake anything. And now does this mean that I'm not going... Well, you know, actually I do talk about how I'm putting on this facade of being normal when I'm not. But that's not actually... I don't feel like it's as much of a... Well, every YouTuber pretty much has their thing. Every YouTuber has a personality that sets them apart from other YouTubers. And that is equally the case with me. I would like to set myself apart from other YouTubers as well. Especially VTubers, though I'm not sure if I really count. And yeah, I've got a VTuber model, but I've pretty much decided I'm not really going to interact with the community. The only time I will do that is maybe one day someone will be interested in interacting with me. But that's in the future. That is that is a very long time into the future. We are not talking about anything that is near. We are not discussing the near future here. Like, if anyone ever becomes interested in my content on a level of wanting to collab or whatever, that is years away from becoming a reality. And it's just not going to happen. Not right now. And now if it ever does happen, that'll be impressive enough, even if it just happens once. But I do need to set myself apart because it's important, you know. I don't want to be like everyone else, or my channel is going to seem like pretty much every channel out there. Do I really want that? I don't. I need to make sure that what I upload has a personality of its own. And obviously, there are many YouTubers that have their brand. You know the kind of content they produce. You know the name they've made for themselves. You know what kind of YouTuber personality they have. But outside of their content, they may be entirely different people. And, well, that's kind of true for me, but not necessarily. I mean, some of this is legitimately me. Like, I'm not going to be faking that I enjoy playing this game. I mean, sure, I do have anhedonia, but it's partial. And I don't know what's going on in the anhedonia department because it seems like there's legitimate enjoyment there. So that would indicate I don't actually have anhedonia, right? Well, that's exactly what you would assume. But if I stop recording and I take a break, it seems to come back. Yeah, that's right. If I take a break, it seems to come back. And that's kind of strange. You don't really see that in people that, well, first off, most people with anhedonia are likely to not have a channel on YouTube. But if they did, well, it would probably not be like mine. And they likely wouldn't be creating as many videos. Another reason that I can keep creating videos is because my anhedonia is partial, but there is something very strange about it. the fact that I'm even able to enjoy anything on any level. Like, I legitimately think that I have some capability to enjoy things because this channel isn't just me faking it the entire time. And now I do fake some things for entertainment value, but I mean, it's not just for entertainment. Some things are legit, but the extent of that, well, that's unknown. I don't actually know for sure how much enjoyment my body is experiencing. The only thing here is the anhedonia may be partial, but the fact it comes back if I take a break, that's weird. Yeah, that's very weird. It's like I have to keep busy or it comes back. Do you really hear that from other people with anhedonia? No, you probably don't even know anhedonia. You probably have only heard the term from me, and that's it. But it is actually a legitimate word. And now we can debate if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but there are definitely people that do have anhedonia, and they are nothing like me. In fact, I think I'm probably one of the only people that can actually say that some of the act is not entirely fake. And I do feel like because there are some things that I experience partial, well, yeah, it's partial, but why does it only come back if I stop doing things and take a break? Dude, what the hell? That just makes no sense at all. But that's what I'm experiencing. No, I do not use it. In fact, now, I'm not even sure if I should use it. I may not get to. And why would I even have that effect on the field? That is a very good question, but, hold on a second. Well, okay. I just know that my opponent might know something about Jaden. Which, if so, I was wondering if he was going to stop me, but he didn't, which is good. I do not like to be stopped. Although you guys can probably, guess that. Give me a second. Alright, well, that's fine, I think. I'm not going to get anywhere if I rely on one strategy, okay? A full back row does mean something is likely to be activated. Are you sure? Well, my opponent says he is sure, though, I can pretty much guarantee you. As sure as he may be. Hold on a second, that was stupid. That was very stupid, though. A lot of players that use this card just don't pay the cost and destroy it the first time. When it comes to paying the cost, they don't. That's basically how it works. And now, obviously, what I did was completely stupid, but in all fairness, it would be more stupid if he chose to keep the cost. If he decided to pay the cost, that would have been dumb. Yeah, he didn't pay the cost. That makes a lot of sense to me because that's how most players play this. That's how most players play that card. They activate it and then they don't pay the cost the next turn when they have to pay the cost. And obviously the cost is optional, but if you don't pay it, the card it's no longer on the field. As you observed based on, well, Okay, so this definitely seems to be a different kind of deck. I don't actually understand the deck, but it's, this really doesn't look good for me. But honestly, I don't need that card in my deck. I'm just trying to maximize potential. I don't have sacrifices though, so that's kind of the problem. And now part of that is my fault, but you know, my opponent could have taken me out any other way. It's not like he needed to activate Mirror Wall. It's not like I needed to, it's just not like I really needed to do much. Okay. I have been destroyed. My demise has now been reached. Okay, well, you guys have seen me lose a lot, so it's not really anything new. Although I'm surprised he put that into defense. What? Okay. Well, this is bad. I still have no monsters that can be summoned. No, I don't even have a tribute monster in my hand. Like I don't have a level 5, level 6. No, I'm just not getting monsters. Now I do know that a lot of consistency requires a deck with less cards. You don't want to be playing a deck with 30 cards unless your deck is built for that. I'm not really sure the Yubel strategy is built for that, but I do think that I have a higher chance of being able to use it if I have these other cards in my deck. And now obviously I have not used it even once. Now the key parts are in place mainly, but without the monsters, I'm not getting anywhere. Okay. Well, he probably knows that I'm bricking, but exactly why? Actually, that kind of makes me wonder what his face down cards are. Yeah, that's terrifying now that I think about it. Okay, well, I am not going to attack. This doesn't mean a whole lot though, considering what he could have in his back row. That's in his back row? Are you serious? Okay, well, if you put it into face down defense position... Wait a minute. He's not affected by traps, of course. I forgot. Dude, my opponent, okay, he may not be against these decks very much, but wow. Me forgetting that... I see. Well, I can pretty much take a guess as to what he's doing. And that's not exactly a bad thing, considering that this entire duel is a complete disaster. So I think I can speak for everyone when I say this duel, it should end. I think it needs to end. Though I have definitely lasted a while, which says a lot. Yeah, it really says a lot. Okay. I don't know what this card does. Oh. You know, do I have that card? Hold on a second. Concentrating current. Concentrating current. Okay, no. I know that I've lost, but no. I'm not going to be that dumb. However, I may as well have been. I mean, let's just be honest. Okay. Well, my defeat has been acknowledged. I wonder if I've got that card. It actually depends on the rarity. But, well, I don't even think I've got the card. I just want to know if I do or not. I do pull cards and forget about them. That is a thing. Yeah, that's a thing. I forget about them. Okay. I can dual Pegasus twice. I mean, that's fine with me, but I'm actually more interested in whether or not I've got a specific card. And if I don't, well, I don't. That's all that I can say about it. Alright. A concentrating current. I wrote that, I typed in that card. I'm sure you guys know that because I'm using the keyboard feature. So you would have seen me, you would have seen a bunch of keys light up. Concentrating current. Okay, well, what if I just type in current? I do expect I would probably, a concentrating current, well, where do I get that? I'm actually wondering about its rarity. Okay, hold on a second. I should... Okay. Hold on a second while I look at this. A concentrating current. Yeah, I just want to know what rarity it is. Okay. And now I do know that it's in the game at the very least because it was used against me. And now I hope that I typed it correctly, considering the delay was so I could write down that card. Alright, so how do I get it? A Super Rare Dream Ticket and Warriors Unite. Okay, so I get it from the Warriors Unite box. Well, I don't know how I feel about this, but okay. You know, I didn't even look at the rarity. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to hunt down that box. And I really should not do this in the middle of a video. So, I'm going to wrap things up here. I will see you guys in my next video.